for a story filled with myth. And so gods from history, men that are sick on the sticks. NCAA football is where they now exist. As guardians of the dynasty, they are sick on the sticks. That head coach out of Florida, Freight Train Shane is the name. Crushing all his rivals, cause that's the game they play. From Philly to Wisconsin, they never stood a chance. If you're feeling salty, get on his show, Trash Talk Tuesday at 9 p.m. There is no equally, nothing like this exists. These men are all giants, they're sick on the sticks. You try to be just like us, the story's old as time. Might as well call Disney, you're a Jedi and we're Order 66. Filthy hands and the U, the hurricanes are ablaze. Count your days cause you're through, Filthy's usual will dominate you. He stabs people daily, so watch out for his blitz. D-linebacker or safety, he's sick on the sticks. And now Jdog starts to growl, gearing up for the big fight. He may play Taylor Swift, but on the field you'll feel his bite. Get your ass to the kennel, or don't you get my drift? This man is a dog, he's sick on the sticks. There is no equally, nothing like this exists. These men are all giants, they're sick on the sticks. You try to be just like us, the story's old as time. Might as well call Disney, you're a Jedi and we're Order 66. You think we might be done, but that's where you're wrong. Hive, Torque, and Doc are just the middle of this song. We got Dynasty, Jonesy, Joe and Dell. Best of us, they're in the mix. I told you we're all sick on the sticks. We got 22 other guys, I haven't even named one. Straight coach and shine, first bombs is move. God's just playing a little game. Expert, it's even in his name. Hard hitter, Evans or even Rich, you could be his next bitch. There is no equally, nothing like this exists. These men are all giants, they're sick on the sticks. You try to be just like us, the story's old as time. Might as well call Disney, you're a Jedi and we're Order 66. This league is Hall of Famers, every single guy. Your league is just a decoy. We got Stevie, Irish, and B-Boy. If you wanna get humiliated, Retro NBG's and Kid facilitate ya. T-Raw is last in this mix, he's still sick on the sticks. So challenge us to battle, we won't run from a fight. If your league is worthy, you might win the night. But just remember this, we'll make you all bitch, because every one of us is sick on the sticks. There is no equally, nothing like this exists. These men are all giants, they're sick on the sticks. You try to be just like us, the story's old as time. Might as well call Disney, you're a Jedi and we're Order 66. How many times do we have to tell you we are sick on the sticks? let's go. Snypz on the mic, you know. Madden's we fight, we flow. Commentary runs the show. Quick plays and passes tight. Touchdowns all day and night. Fans in the chat, they hype. Snypz taking flight. Like for Snypz, oh yeah. Fired up for every play. Feel the energy we share. Let's Madden all the way.
Family, we are back in the building. We are ready to go. Big shout out to everybody here on this beautiful Tuesday night, late night. And we got some great commentary about to take place with this ball game here. Hard hitter and the Seminoles taking on B-Boy and the Clemson Tigers here in the Sick on the Sticks. Week 6 game of the week. My guy Jdog is in the building. Jdog, what is good, fam? Now, hold on 1 second. Let me do that one more time. Jdog, what's good, fam? I didn't hear you the first time. My bad.
Gotcha. No, it's okay. Hey, next week we got this.
Exactly.
No, I'm doing so well. Thank you for the introduction, and once again, thank you so much for having me on and hosting us. Looking forward to it. All these, anybody here's last week, they already know that we're gonna have a great time tonight.
Indeed. So look, real quick before we get this game started, they've been already locked, loaded, ready to go for this game. So from what I heard, you talked to these guys already. So give us your insight on what's going to go down in this game, because this looks like it's going to be a pretty intense battle here.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be a very intense battle. So this is their first meeting, ever as ACC rivals, seeing as this is year 1, obviously. But I did reach out to both of them. Hard Hitter came on Trash Talk Tuesday last night. So I actually, if anybody wants his comments, they can go check out the VOD on, Freight Train Shane's channel. Also, I hope you just saw it in person, because that show was lit, like quite literally. But you need to go check that one out. Hitter was on the show, and we just kind of asked him, for some insights, and he did let me know. So obviously, it's a rivalry game. It's an ACC game. It's big in that regard. Both of these guys are still in the mix for the conference, and they want to they're both battling for recruits as well. So to be expected, I would think you're gonna have in conference foes that are battling for different recruits with you. So he said there's gonna be some of the recruits are gonna be at the game. Didn't get any specifics on who's got who, but just that there's a lot riding on the game for those kids, right? He also said, and I wrote this one down because I loved it. Hitta said of B-Boy, I don't know him from a hole in the wall, but I don't like the guy. I hate him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
He was fired up. He brought the trash talk to Trash Talk Tuesday. That's for sure.
Oh, so that's, if that ain't trash talk, I don't know what is. That's major.
And I gotta say, when he said it, it was kind of like that. It was kind of like, a 90s wrestler being like, I hate that guy. It had that kind of grunge to it. But on the flip side of that, I also chatted with B-Boy briefly, and he just said he knows it's going to be a tough matchup against FSU. He knows he's got a good opponent, but the Clemson Tigers just need to stick to the game plan, minimize turnovers, and play solid on defense. He knows it's a big ACC game, and he has to come out on top.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll tell you what, man. This is going to be interesting. I like to hear the trash talk. I like to hear what is going to go on within the game. And now we get this thing kicked off and underway. Once again, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, the Sick on the Sticks, week 6 game of the week. And this should definitely be a banger. Myself, my guy Jdog in the building. Looks like Clemson is going to start off with the football. And here we go, folks. Kickoff here for week 6. And Clemson will start with the rock. They're going to obviously down it here and call it a day. So let's see what this offense could come out here with. What are you expecting on this first drive here for Clemson?
So for Clemson, I'm just expecting him to come out and try and establish something early, play smart. I don't expect for him to take too many deep shots downfield on this first drive. I kind of feel for B-Boy specifically, he's going to be methodical. He's going to kind of test some things and kind of see where things are at. That's not exactly what I expect from Hitta on his first drive, but we'll get to that when Hitta's got the ball.
And let's see what Clemson gets started up with here. They get a couple on the play, about a 3-yard gain on the play, brings it down to a 2nd down and 7. So Mr. Klubnik himself, 716 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the year so far. And tell you what, that's not too bad. That's not too shabby in regards to a start here early in this season.
No, it's early. People are still figuring out the passing system. And usually leagues always have higher interception numbers anyways, so that's not terrible to start.
Exactly. Here comes second down coming up. And Klubnik back for the pass here. He is going to run right into the sack, and that's going to bring it now to a third down. He ran right into that one.
He sure did. That's going to happen a lot if you're not minding contain, if you're trying to hit that R2 while you're behind the line of scrimmage. You're going to run into trouble that way.
And that's what happened there, no doubt about it. So here we go. Third and long coming up here for Klubnik. And let's see what he could do here. B-Boy back for the pass on a 4-man rush. He's got a couple guys open there and gets the completion, and he'll get the first down on the play. A great route right there in the slot, and a 1st and 10 coming up now at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that was you hit it. Absolutely. That was a great route. And 3rd and 17, converting on something like that early gives you a ton of momentum.
Now, here we go, 1st and 10, and that was actually the back coming out the backfield.
Yeah.
And this time he's going to fumble the football, but it looks like he does get it back, and that'll bring it down to a 2nd and 18 now coming up. Great job there by Marvin Jones creating the pressure.
It's early, but the defensive front is getting pressure for Hida.
So here we go, 2nd down, Klubnik back again. Defense is right back in there again, and they are making waves already early in this first quarter. 3 sacks on the day here for this FSU squad, and a 3rd down and 23 coming up.
Let's see if he can make magic happen again. 2 3rd and longs in a row would be pretty incredible. I don't know that you have a whole lot drawn up for 3rd and forever, but we'll see what he's got.
Indeed. So here we go. 3rd down and long once again. This is going to be a tough one as much pressure has been happening so far. And there they go again. That is 3 straight sacks just like that. And he's going to have to punt this football out on 4th and 30.
Yeah, the problem with 3rd and forever is that you have to hang on to the ball. And the problem with hanging on to the ball is a defensive front like what Florida State has is going to make that really difficult to do.
So here we go. FSU will get the football here for the first time today. And I'm just going to call him DJ. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I know how to pronounce his name just yet. I got to learn it, though. But nonetheless, he's got 1,612 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions in the regular season. He has been special thus far here for this FSU squad.
He has been, and they definitely need him to be. Every team's got their leader, and for a lot of the teams, the quarterback is the leader. So he's got to be that guy. And
let's see what he could do here on this first drive. A little bit of a run, gains about 3 on the play. It's going to bring it now to a 2nd down coming up.
So what I was alluding to earlier, I do think Hida is more likely to take some chances offensively. He loves explosive offense, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little bit more aggressive.
So let's see what he does here on 2nd down. I tell you what, behind the scenes here on Snypz TV Gaming right now, I got a lot of new stuff here that I'm looking at, and it's something for me to still get used to. This is actually my first stream doing it. So I'm still a little confused here. I feel like I'm brand new to streaming today. It's kind of crazy, but nonetheless, we're gonna keep this thing pushing, man. 1st and 10 after that big play there by DJ. And again, as you can see on the screen right now, 1,612 yards, 12 touchdowns compared to only 3 tutties for Klubnik. Now let's see what they can continue to do here on this drive.
Florida State has double the passing yards, basically. That's pretty significant.
Yes, it definitely is, as he's going to hand it off here and won't get much there on the play. He's going to bring it down to a 2nd down. Good job there by Carter getting the stop. I believe that was Carter, if I'm not mistaken, by Clemson getting the stop there. So it's going to be a 2nd down coming up and 9, only a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, we'll see what he chooses to go with here. 2nd and 9. A lot of players are thinking, I just need to get some yards. Some guys are like, I want it to be 1st down already.
And let's see what he does here as DJ is back for the pass. He's going to launch this up. 1-on-1, and what a dot! Punches in the game's first touchdown.
They are on the board. Some guys say they want to make it 3rd and short. Some guys say they want the first down. But Hitta says, I want the touchdown.
And he definitely got it. Big play by DJ already. And the extra point coming up. And just like that, the 15th ranked Seminoles are up. And actually, that's a roughing the kicker. But that's going to... that's kind of why. That's actually the first time I think I've seen that this year.
You broadcast enough of these games, you're going to see it all the time. It's a problem.
I believe it. I definitely believe it. I see a lot of these games, but I kid you not, that is the first time I've seen a roughing the kicker in this game. Okay. Yes, first time. First time this
Well,
far.
I'm genuinely happy for you. I believe you, and I'm happy for you.
All right, so here we go. Clemson will get the ball for a second time here today.
And he's at home, so he can't get rattled here.
And he definitely cannot get rattled as Maffa will get the run there. Gets a couple on the ball. It gets just one actually on the play. He's going to bring it down to a second down.
Right. And when I say that, to be clear, he can. It is possible for him to get rattled at home. What I mean is he shouldn't allow himself to, because he is at home, and this is fine.
So here we go. Second down coming up. Maffa in the backfield. We'll talk about some of his stats a little bit later on as he's going to hand it off to him. And look at that. That's a good play. Did you see the jets that defender had to catch up to him? That was crazy. Once again, guys, take a look. I'm just going to keep this in slow motion. Look at the jets. He just took off and was able to catch him. That was crazy. 1st and 10 nonetheless.
He's got that get up and go in him.
He definitely did there. His club that stays in the gun. Trip set here. Wesco in the inside slot. RPO action to Wesco. Great block. Takes off. Gets past the 50 and knocked down at the 45-yard line. That's going to give him a new set of downs. Once again, another 1st and 10 coming up. And Clemson looking solid so far here, Jdog.
Yeah, I was going to say, so far, I like this response. Don't panic. Run your offense. Like he said, stick to his game plan, and he'll be okay.
So here we go. Klubnik in the gun again. And this time the jet pass going to break to the outside. Gets a couple solid blocks. Looks like he'll gain about 6 on the reverse. It's going to bring it down to a 2nd down and 4 coming up. Good job on that play call as we get ready to wind down this first quarter. So 2nd and 4.
I always love putting myself into that kind of position. 2nd and 4 is manageable.
2nd down and 4, and this time empty set out the backfield, so you know the pass is coming, and he should have threw a pick there. But it brings it now to a 3rd down coming up. Looks like that was a 4 verts that he tried to put out there, but didn't have the time to get it off.
And he can't fall into that same trap of the first drive of taking too much time in the pocket. You got to know when it's time to just let it rip, or call shorter plays.
3rd down coming up. And look at, oh my goodness. I'll tell you what, I mean, he got that completion, but he had a couple guys open on that play. But nonetheless, that is a 1st and 10 coming up as we end the first quarter. 7-0 game as Clemson is starting to drive downfield, and he is in great position here, close to the red zone as we get ready to start this second quarter here, Jdog.
Yeah, a good first quarter. The 3 and out, you take a couple sacks, you got to punt the ball away for B-Boy and Clemson, and hit it absolutely capitalized. But B-Boy's doing the greatest job of coming back right here and keeping his head on his shoulders.
So here we go as he hits him with the play action, rolls out, and he's going to launch this up here, and that is caught for another first down. A tough catch. A 13-yard gain there for Tyler Brown, and he is their star receiver here. Is going to bring it now to a 1st and goal here at the 8-yard line. And look at this.
Yikes. That's all I can say about that
set, and he's going to hand it off straight up the middle, and that's how you respond. Big play, big time touchdown.
Absolutely. You use that Wildcat, that motion, distract him. There's always so much going on with the Wildcat plays, right? So you try and figure out how you can put your player in the best position to score, and the offensive line did a really good job of cleaning up for that as well.
They definitely did excellent on that one as we got a tie football game here for you guys at home. Once again, couple big plays right here. This big play action pass, he just got out of the sack, which was a big deal. And then to cap it off, the Wildcats set right here. Great run, able to punch in to score and tie the game up. Fantastic job. And just like that, we got a 7-7 ball game as Florida State will get the ball back this time around. What you expecting out of this drive right now for Florida State?
I'm expecting him to keep up the tempo. Same thing. I think he's going to take those shots if they're there. I think he's going to be looking for them for sure. And just keep a balanced offense. But he's not a heater with this quarterback. So I don't anticipate that's going to stop anytime soon.
And let's see what he does here. He's going to hand it off. And we'll get knocked back. No gain on the play whatsoever. That's going to bring it now to a 2nd down. And that was Jalen Lucas, if I am not mistaken. 95 speed player there. And there's a reason why he puts him in there. Obviously, it's because of that speed. But this is a Florida State team that has 80 overalls across the board in the running back position. As he's going to get it here once again to Jalen Lucas. And he'll get down to about the 33. That'll bring it down to a 3rd down and 2.
That's the problem you can run into. Like, great game, don't get me wrong, but that's the problem you can run into sometimes when you have a really fast halfback is you just kind of outrun your blocking. That the pulling guard really didn't have an opportunity to get set there. But, it's hard to blame him.
So here we go. 3rd down coming up. Once again, DJ coming out here in the gun. Bunch set to the right side. Back for the pass here for DJ. And he's going to find a wide open Lucas again. And he's going to get him a new set of downs. So 3 straight plays there for Jalen Lucas. And he made him happen for him here with his shifty self. And that'll be a 1st and 10 here at the 42.
And DJ, 5 for 5, looking really clean so far to start this game. Hit has got to be pleased with the production he's getting out of the quarterback position.
And from what I heard, the pronunciation is Uegalele. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm still going to just call him DJ today. So until I know what. Wow, great play. And DJ this time. And maybe he's mad at me now because I might have pronounced his name the wrong way. And he threw a pick because of it. He went crazy on this one. And a little bit underthrown.
Hit is going to watch this one back and put that pick on you 100%.
Yes, he is.
He did get, though, there's not a whole lot more room on that throw because it was in the back of the end zone, basically, but he did get crunched as he let go of that ball, too.
Yes, he did. So now the pistol set.
Better to throw it just a hair earlier, I think.
And going to hand this off here to Phil Maffa once again. Is going to bring it down to a 2nd and 11. A loss of 1 on the play there. That's a great job by this defense.
Marvin Jones Jr. already has 4 tackles for loss and 2 sacks. And we have 5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
That is wild. That is absolutely wild.
What are they going to do here?
2nd down and 11. Launches this here, and that is going to be called, but a flag on the play. Let's see what this flag is going to be, and that's a hold. So bring that back a notch. That tough catch is all for naught. That's going to bring it now to a 2nd down and 13 now coming up.
And also the timing on that penalty was a little strange to me. Like, I don't know where you're holding there, but okay.
Yeah. Good quick pass. He'll get a couple of those yards back, and that's going to bring it now to a 3rd and manageable coming up. So a 3rd and 5.
Well, that's what you need on a play like that. It's not the hit approach of 2nd and whatever. Let's just throw up a bomb for a touchdown. But it is let's make it 3rd and manageable. Let's make this something we can digest on 3rd down.
Yeah, he could basically come out here and run pretty much whatever he wants to run here. And this play right here is he's going to try the screen pass. Defense right there. They just overplayed it, and he will get the 1st down on the play. So 1st and 10 coming up. That was just overplayed.
Oh, 100%. Hida is kicking himself right now because he read it beautifully. He just overran it.
Completely overran that one, and it's a 1st and 10 now. See what Klubnik does here. Klubnik back for the pass, 4-man rush, and they dominated right there, but he gets the ball out quick enough and is continuing to move the football. He's up to 104 yards passing. in this half so far. Now 1st and 10 here at the 49-yard line.
And the time of possession, too, you wouldn't think this game would be tied if you look at that split. It's obviously the story of the turnover for Hida. But so far, B-Boy has come back, like, well, considering how it started.
And here we go. Jay Haynes this time in the backfield. He's going to flip it out to him. He'll get the catch, and he'll take off, and he'll get him another first down, but he fumbles. But they do get it back. That was kind of crazy. But nonetheless, he does get the ball back as we have officially hit the 2-minute warning. So Jay Haynes comes in there for the first time, I think, today, and fumbles the football. And Jay Haynes is a freshman, so he had a little bit of the freshman jitters there.
I guess so. It's not a great way to earn reps, but either way, hey, they got it back, so no harm, no foul.
Indeed, as he hands it off here once again to Maffa. Maffa came into this game with 256 yards rushing the football, so not the best rusher. This is a team, again, the opposite of Florida State. Not a lot of speed on this team from the running back perspective, but nonetheless still a great Clemson squad across the board.
Agreed. And I like I said in the beginning, I don't ever lie to the people. I expected this to be a pretty close game, and I think they're delivering on that so far.
We're definitely getting that right now, and there it is. What a trick play!
I know.
And that's going to be a flag, though. However, they call a roughing the passer. Are you kidding me? A roughing the passer penalty on a halfback toss pass. Wow.
I don't know what the rules are, but it just don't feel right.
That didn't feel right at all. But I tell you what feels right for Clemson is this first down run and then some. Down now to the 6. And it's going to be a 1st and goal coming up as Phil Maffa continuing to move the football, and now they are in the 1st and goal.
Yeah, I love little subtle jukes like that don't like break every tackle, but earn you an extra 2-3 yards on your way down.
Clemson right now, we talked about the running backs not having a ton of speed and everything else. The wide receivers, they have a little bit of speed on, as far as that speed is out there. But I will say this. I like the way he is driving this football right now on this particular drive. This is his best drive that he has had so far this first half, with the exception of that run right there. It's going to bring it down to a 2nd down. But nonetheless, I do like this drive. This is the best drive so far that Clemson has had. And again, B-Boy, he's got an opportunity here. He's got to take advantage, because this Florida State team, I'll tell you what, I think if he allows him to get any further, again, it's a tie game now, but you got to take advantage of every single score here against this Florida State squad. They got too much speed. They remind me a lot of, especially the backfield, remind me a lot of Miami in Madden.
Yeah. No, 100%. And that's the value of that last run, even though it didn't get any yards, was it did make Hida take a timeout or lose taking time off the clock. So I don't necessarily hate the call or the result. But if you don't get yards and score a touchdown, you will feel a little bit rough about that.
And that's a beautiful play right there. What a play call. He's able to punch in yet another big Clemson touchdown.
That was a beautiful play. Had a man naked in the end zone. And hey, if you're B-Boy, you're taking that 10 times out of 10. It don't get any cleaner than that.
Nah, you can't. You have to take that play right there and run away with it. That was absolutely a fantastic play call and wide open in the end zone. Yeah. That's a beautiful play. So 14-7, he took advantage, as we stated.
Yes.
And now Florida State, let's see what they could do here, getting back on field here.
It's a lot of time. It don't look like a lot of time, but it is a lot of time.
1st and 10 coming up. And again, 48 seconds remaining. This is possible Malik Benson time. We'll see what happens here. He's sitting right there in that slot. Got a flag on a play, and He got used to playing Madden 25 early. He got a 5-yard loss on the play. 1st and 15 coming up.
That's a good call out. It do be that way.
Indeed. When you that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, man. For you guys that have been playing Madden 25 and then coming back to this game is lightning faster than Madden 25 is right now. Matter of fact, there's a lot of complaints out there in regards to it. To be quite honest with you, you know what I mean? I've heard a ton of it already. But nonetheless, I think it's to kind of change the subject of the game for a second. I think that's something that EA can fix with a patch, which I have a feeling is going to happen. They're going to hear a lot of complaints about it.
Yeah, I sure hope so. As we see what's going on here.
That's a beautiful play right there, but it's going to bring it down to a 3rd down and 6. 34 seconds remaining here in the first half of this ball game. Very good game here right now, 14-7.
Yeah, this is more passive out of hitter than I expected. I'll be honest.
And he's letting his clock continue to run. Remember, though, first down will stop the clock for a moment. And looks like he will. Well, he's going to get out of bounds. He does get the first down, however, as well. And that stops the clock at 15.
Did it? It looks like it did.
Yeah. He got the first down, so that should stop the clock until the ball gets put down, which obviously it already is. So here we go.
Okay, so
yep, that did stop.
I didn't know if they were going to give him forward progress. It looked like he got tackled backwards out of bounds, but either way.
2nd down and 10 now coming up. 11 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't love that he just let the clock run. He had 2 timeouts, and now you're basically in bomb it downfield territory with nothing else in the toolbox.
Agreed, and he is going to launch us up, and there it is. Oh, man!
That's not even the guy. His slot receiver was open for a touchdown right up the middle.
Wow.
How did he miss that?
He totally missed it. He had his opportunity wide open on that play.
He's going to revisit this and just be upset with himself.
Yes, he is. And a timeout's going to be called. That's going to bring it now to a 4th down and 10. You can't be any more open than what he was.
Yeah. I swear that's where I thought he was going.
It made sense. I mean, it made all the sense in the world to go there. I mean, he was wide open, but looks like the punt unit's going to come out on 4th down.
Yeah.
And I believe this is a rule, right? He has to punt the football, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I think so. I guess maybe we'd have to revisit that. Because you do get one sort of gimme, like whatever you want to do. But, and that's a situation with 2 seconds left, I could understand,
right,
just taking a shot because,
Absolutely. But we got a 14.
You could throw a pick 6, but.
Indeed. But we got a 14-7 game here. Is he coming out here in the onside kick to start the 3rd quarter? No, he's not. Okay. I was about to say. Wow.
It'll show that. It'll show that in the graphic a lot. It's not true.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it does that.
All right, so he's going to bring this out the backfield, takes off, and gets knocked down at the 19-yard line. So a 1st and 10, and once again, big shout-out to everybody here in the chat rocking with us here with this Sick on the Sticks Week 6 game of the week between Hard Hitter and B-Boy. Seminoles and Tigers going at it, and it's a good game thus far. Just a 7-point ball game with Clemson with the lead as the Seminoles will start the 3rd quarter with the rock and a good start running the football as well, as it gets about a 5-yard gain on the play. Will bring it down to a 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, and really good first half from both teams. Hidden knows he's just got to play his game. I know it was B-Boy that said that before the game, and it was Hidden like, I hate this guy. But Hidden knows he's just got to settle in. He's got to let his offense work, and he's in a good spot right now.
So Lawrence Talafili hits him with the play action, and he's going to launch this up, and that is caught for the 1st down. What a catch And he keeps both feet in bounds with ease. What a play to get the first down here, Jdog.
That's a hell of a catch on Sunday, let alone here tonight. I don't know if this is Saturday game or not, but he can make that catch in the NFL, and he probably will be if he continues to play like that.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 here now, and back for the pass again. DJ gets hit this time, but the ball does come out, and it's just a 2nd down and 10 coming up. Better than getting a sack, as Florida State has been dominating thus far.
I agree. And I'll tell you and all the viewers, watch when you see these guys get hit, when you see these guys take sacks, watch how many times it's because they're just dropping too far back in the pocket. Like, step up in the pocket, son, and you won't catch so much of that.
Yeah, a lot of times, just because of the fact as we see a couple yards there, it's going to bring it to a 3rd down and 8. But a lot of times, you know, in this game, you get so flustered when you're sitting here looking at, you know, all these guys coming and the fact that they're getting so much pressure. Both teams are actually getting a lot of pressure. Florida State obviously is getting a little bit more on the defensive side, especially in that first half. It was just nuts what they were doing. But there's just so much pressure in this game, and you just catch yourself looking a lot at that first instead of looking downfield, and you end up having issues. That's probably one of the reasons why he wasn't able to get that wide open touchdown at the end of the half, to be honest with you. 3rd down and 8 here, and that's going to be incomplete. Wow.
And he's lucky it was off the mark, because if it wasn't, that was going to get picked.
Indeed it is. So 4th down and 8 coming up.
It's not great, but it's not the end of the world either. Now he's got to, like, hey, shake that off, come out and play defense. You can play defense in this game. There are the non-believers, but I will convert every last one of them. You can play defense in college football 25.
And that is a good shot right there and getting a quick stop. So here we go, 1st and 10.
His quarterback is just like, fucking put me down already. Also, I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
that's
you're
my
good.
first F-bomb on stream. I don't know.
No, you're all good, man. You're all good. Long as if we get 1 or 2, I'm okay with it. If it's consistent, that's a problem. But a 1st and 10 here at the 14. And there'll be no gain whatsoever on the play there. It's going to bring it now to a 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, the sets like that I don't necessarily love. I played a guy that came out in Monster, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? I know they do a lot of weird stuff in college, but the game straight up isn't programmed to like have defense play against some of these weird sets all that well.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, 2nd and 10. We'll see what he's got here.
And he's gonna. Wow! I thought he was gonna actually launch that thing, but that was the shortest, quickest pass I've seen in a long time. That's going to get him a new set of downs. 1st and 10 here at the 26.
And he's playing with fire with Klubnik now, because it's not even about, well, first of all, -6 to throw, like medium throw accuracy, -4 to throw power. Those are like, that's going to have a real impact on what he can do in this game. And the injury risk is like, it's not even if you're running the ball, right? If you take hits or get sacked, like, I don't love this for Klubnik.
And he's going to gain about 3 there on the play. So it's going to bring it now to a 2nd down.
And that was an incredible cutback, because he was about to get mauled trying to run the stretch.
Yeah. He made something out of nothing on that one, because he would have definitely got plastered on that play. So 2nd and 7 coming up, as Klubnik will come out here in the pistol set.
See what he got here. I've been liking pistol this year. I think it works, especially with the college game.
Yeah. With a college game, pistol always works, and a timeout's going to have to be called. He did not have time after trying to make a couple different changes there. Can't really do that in college. You really could only do one change, and then you're good.
Right. And Retro in chat is pointing out, Klubnik's going to have to play. He ain't got nobody else.
Exactly. He's going to get the toss out here, and gains nothing on the toss. It's going to bring it down to a 3rd down. As you can look at right now at the wear and tear. This is one feature that I love a lot about college this year. Just looking at that wear and tear and what's going on with your guys. And you can see that there's just some slight things going on in that leg and that shoulder, but
yeah, slight things. Where is this coming from? -19 to tackle, -14 to speed? Like, what is causing this if the body part wear and tear isn't that bad. Like what?
Well, what they're saying basically there is if it shows up in the red, and that's where it's going to have issues with trying to make a tackle, and that is absolutely true in this game, no doubt about it. As he gets a big stop there, that's going to be a 4th down and 6, and the punt unit is going to come out here for Clemson.
Yeah, I guess I'm just confused because I don't understand. He had 2 yellow body parts, and those never yield the kind of negative attributes that he was getting. So I don't understand. I must have missed something.
So 1st down and 10 coming up. Florida State trying to tie this ball game up. Very low scoring affair when you talk about a college football game here, Jdog. So far, just a 14-7 game.
Yeah, well, you hit on it earlier, right? It's been the pressure. These guys don't have time in the pocket to get reads anything below their check down. There's been a couple exceptions to the rule, but the exceptions kind of prove the rule in this point. They just don't have time to air it out the way that we're used to seeing.
So 2nd down and 9, just a 1-yard gain there. So let's see what happens here on a 2nd down.
This wear and tear has people like dying on the field in this game. Lucas is the 3rd player to have some like massive impacted attributes.
And Lucas is definitely a guy that's going to be a major impact. He's a 95 speed running back as he's going to get this completion here. And that is a big deal.
Goodness.
Getting a 1st and 10 now coming up. What a play.
But he's going to go back and miss number 10 too. If you bullet it to 10 on the outside, you only have to make the safety miss and it's a touchdown.
Yep.
So,
but a great job by the freshman Landon Thomas.
Yes,
with the catch. And now
you take the 1st down, of course.
Yeah, you absolutely got to do that. DJ back for the pass, blitz coming, and he reads it correctly. Big block, and there it is. Running to the crib like his name was search warrant. TTC to the crib for the touchdown.
I will never get tired of your calls, man. That was wonderful. That was great. That's exactly what you want. He needs to get back in this game. He needs the big touchdown. He's facing the zero blitz. He's staring it down. Man's had his pocket implode all freaking night. But he stands tall against the zero blitz, hits the guy over the middle, catches a great block downfield, and scores the touchdown. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Wow. Fantastic block right there. And that was all she wrote. Beautiful play.
Yeah.
Beautiful play.
Absolutely.
Ties the ball game up at 14 apiece. Here it is, week 6 game of the week for the Sick on the Sticks League. And
we'll see what the answer is. I don't know. Like, what if you're B-boy right here? Where are you going?
I mean, right now, if I'm B-boy right now, I have to see where my running game could take me. Again, the pressure has been coming every time. You know, with Florida State. So I think I got to get my running game going here, but he does get the RPO going here. So that'll get him a 1st down. But I got to get my running game going. Again, I know I got halfbacks that don't have speed. I think he may have one back that is like over a 90 speed, but everybody else is in the 80s. But I still get my running game going in order to just kind of open things up a little bit. I think you just have to really play it like that if you're Clemson. They don't have dramatic speed on this team. So, and we talked about that earlier, and he just makes a perfect read, gets a solid block, and I talked about the speed. He said, shut up, Snypz. We are done. Big play and another huge touchdown.
Man, he heard you were talking shit.
Yes, he did.
He said, okay, let's talk about speed.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Phil Maffa. What a play.
That's the read. This game, it's the halfbacks out the backfield on that little outpost.
Yeah.
I can't think of the route, but it's been there. It's been there if you're willing to throw it. And it doesn't always look like it's there because you got the linebacker underneath, but you got to trust. You got to trust that your slow halfback can get out there, and then just the wide receiver blocking downfield has been immaculate this game, by the way.
Yes. I was just, you know what? You took the words right out of my mouth there. I really was about to say that. Like the running back, I mean, not the running back, excuse me. All of the wideouts out there blocking the way they are blocking, absolutely insane in this game so far, and it's caused some huge plays. So Now the Clemson is right back up by 7. Florida State has to come back and try to make something happen here. Let's see what they can do with 14 seconds left here in the third. As DJ is back for the pass, to hit him with the screen, but it is read like a book. But a flag on the play, and they're going to call another roughing the passer and give him a break. 1st and 10, now at the 38-yard line. Wow.
And that, I don't, like, obviously that can happen on screens. The whole point is you're kind of letting the D loose. It's never mind phrasing. You're turning the defensive lineman free to go ahead and go at the quarterback because you want that to draw him away from the play.
And he's going to launch this up, and that is wide open, and we got a Benson sighting. Big play, another huge touchdown.
There's your boy. You called him out earlier, and he's delivering on that call out. Great rat. Just, hey, let her rip, man. That's what he told him. He's out there somewhere. That's what DJ was saying.
Hey, that's the bottom line. You got to eventually find Malik Benson. He's Mr. 96 speed. You got to get it to him. And he did just that. And now with the extra point coming up with 0 ticks on the clock, it is a tie ball game here at 21 apiece. Ending the third quarter. And I tell you what, headed to the fourth, what a banger of a ball game so far here, Jdog.
Oh, absolutely. How about that, Snypz? We're tied 21-21 going in the fourth quarter. We love this.
Gotta love it, man. As we head to the fourth, it's official. And here we go. Clemson will get the football here again, tied up at 22 apiece. Both of these teams looking to get out of that 500 mark. Florida State right now 3-3. Clemson at 2-2 here in week 6. Florida State needs a break. They haven't had a break yet this year, huh?
Yeah, breaks have been tough to come by, but I mean, hey, they're still ranked 15th, and man, a win over Clemson right here would be huge.
This will be tremendous, no doubt about it. He gets the RPO to the outside. He's trying to test that RPO a little bit. I'm noticing that a few times. But this time around, it didn't work out once again. So it's going to be a 2nd down now coming up. 2nd and 8. Just a 2-yard gain on that last play.
Yeah. RPOs here and there. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Yep. It's like every other play.
Absolutely. But
I love that because there was a time when they were a little bit too broken in Madden. But
once again, going back and looking at this last touchdown here by Florida State, again, Malik Benson just turns on the burners, and there is no catching Mr. 96 on that play there. So a big touchdown there. And wonder if they got something going on right now. Okay, they're getting back in the game now, it looks like.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, the coverage on that play isn't terrible either.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
That's just, those are, like you call it dust the burners right there.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 8 coming up. Gun set again here. Little play action play, and he had the back open. He throws it the other way, though. That's going to be a bad read. Ooh. Big pick there for Florida State. And he fumbles the football, and Clemson can't get it. Wow.
There's no shot, right? There's no shot that somebody actually recovers that in bounds.
Real.
Oh, man. That's a huge... Man. It was a roller coaster of emotions.
And that was a user strip fumble. That was a user strip, and Clemson can't recover it.
Was that like a tight end, a wide receiver?
Wow, how do you not hold on to the football is just beyond me. But nonetheless, Florida State takes advantage, and looks like he might have another first, and he does at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 coming up as Lucas gets another solid run.
Yeah. Snypz, he plays defense. That's why he can't hold on to the ball, or vice versa. Yeah. He can't hold on to the ball, so they were like, you play defense, son.
Well, here we go. 1st and 10 coming up here at the 35. DJ is going to hit the RPO to the outside. Beautiful pass, and he'll get another 1st down on the play. So 1st and 10 now as Florida State once again moving the football. Malik Benson getting it done, and we are seeing a little bit more of a Benson sighting here at Jdog.
Yeah, he's getting involved. It'll be interesting to see how he manages the clock here. How would you do it?
I mean, right now, you got 5:24 left. Tie ball game here again. You could get your running game intact. You got the, see, here's the difference. Florida State has the running back. They have the stall of running backs that they can use and get the running game going, but it just seems like he's built right now to pass the football. As you can see right now, he's 13 for 20 with 255 yards. So he wants to pass this football, but once you get to the fourth quarter, it's time to kind of slow it down a little bit as he's just listened to what I said and got to run off there. Gains 3 only, though, this time. And that'll bring it down to a 3rd down and 7. But you definitely got to get the running game going, run a little clock down, because college football is so different with the time. You got to be careful on how you're trying to conserve time. But at the same token, understand that anybody can make a comeback in college.
Agreed. And we all know, like, any amount of time is too much time in this game.
Exactly, and that should have been a pick, but he breaks the tackle. Instead, almost gets through the second, and it's going to be a 4th and 3 coming up here at the 16, and it looks like he'll go ahead and kick the field goal here.
Yeah, lucky not to get picked there for a second time. Crazy that he came into this drive with 0 and left with what should have been 2.
And there's a flag. What is this flag? It's a roughing the kicker.
Roughing.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
wow.
I do know that I know there's not an official league stance on this. I know the way that Shane feels about it, and I've come to agree with him. Especially when it's CPU, we're pretty, like, I don't accept roughing the kicker against my opponent.
Yeah.
When it was the CPU that did it. I think it's just stupid how often it's happening. I know Shane agrees with me. It sucks in a game like this that it's given him that life, and here's this run.
Yeah, and here we go. 2nd down and goal coming up. Gets a solid little gain there. So 2nd and goal here at the 4-yard line. And obviously Florida State trying to take the lead here, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, yeah. For the first time today, I believe, Florida State can take the lead. And let's see here on 2nd and goal. And nice play. Gets a solid block, and there it is. Big time touchdown.
There it is indeed. It's, man, Hita delivers on getting not 1, but 2, like, 1-up tokens that he's just used in this drive. Like, it's a lot, but he delivered on it, and he did what he had to do to get in the end zone, put the pressure on B-Boy. But we both know that's a lot of time for B-Boy.
That's a ton of time, but nonetheless, Roydell Williams is able to bring it home for Florida State, and they now take a 7-point lead. Get some solid blocking by the O-line, and just like that, a 7-point lead here in Florida State, looking like they're in the driver's seat right now with 3:31 remaining in this ball game. And let's see what Clemson could do here on this drive.
Yeah, Florida State might look like they're in the driver's seat, but if you're B-Boy and you're Clemson, you got to feel like you're in the driver's seat. You got 3.5 minutes. Stick to that game plan. Like he told me before the game, stick to the game plan. It ain't broke. It's been working so far. So stick to that, play your game, don't get your quarterback killed, and go score a touchdown.
So here we go. 1st and 10 coming up. He's got to hurry up and hike it. Finally does. Back for the pass. He ran right into the sack the wrong way, and that's going to end up being incomplete. And again, that goes right back to what you talked about beginning of the 3rd quarter. Step up in the pocket a little bit. Stay away from running consistently to the other side where the defender is. Step up in the pocket and give yourself an opportunity to throw the football with Klubnik.
100%. You didn't see anybody up in the pocket. Like look at that. So yeah, number 6 was coming free, but like this is not an issue unless you start to bail out too soon.
And the 2nd down. Oh, he broke the first tackle. Couldn't get through the second, though. 5 sacks on the day today for Florida State. They had 3 in the 1st quarter. So a little bit of a shutdown for Clemson and their offensive line with only two more after the 1st quarter. But nonetheless, it's a lot of sacks on the day here so far. The 3rd down and 14 coming up.
And I don't know about you, Snypz, but nothing grinds my gears like watching a quarterback, especially a pocket quarterback, like break a sack. I'm like, just go down.
3rd down and 14. And he's going to launch his beautiful play. He'll get the first and then some, still going. Nice little juke and knocked down at the 45-yard line. Right now, look, Phil Maffa today. He's got 5 catches on the day, over 100 yards receiving, and a new set of downs here at the 45-yard line.
I don't know if like we're just like discovering the halfback pass catcher meta or what, but it's been on both sides of the ball. Halfbacks have played a pivotal role in the passing game.
And that's another. Was that a fumble? That looked like that was another fumble. 2nd down and 4 here. And I believe
that feels a little ridiculous. Did he? Well, okay, yeah. No. That is a fumble.
Wow.
Made a football move.
Yeah, he made a football move, so it's definitely a fumble. Wow. So 2nd and 4 coming up.
Fortunate to have a guy there to recover it so quick.
Yes, it is. And he's going to launch this to Maffa. Maffa didn't need the block. I was going to say good block, but he didn't need it. Nice little cut, and they'll get a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 coming up here at the 30-yard line with a $1:56 remaining. The clock will stop for just a moment. And actually, never mind. It's going to keep going here now. 1st and 10. Here at the 30.
This is weekend at Bernie's with the corpse of Klubnik on the field right now.
It's going to hand it off. Good cut inside, but only gains about 3 on the play as the clock continues to move to a $1:40. Brings it now to a 2nd down and 7 coming up. Again, Clemson, this is 4-down territory for him. He needs a tutty.
Yeah. He's done a good job of bleeding the clock down because you don't want to give Hida too much time. But you also have to understand you do need 7 points.
And he's going to get it to the tight end here in a nice little corner route, and he'll get a new set of downs once again. So now a 1st and 10 at the 10. Technically, he can get the 1st down, but a great job by JB.
I don't know about you, but I love that connection right there. It gets you 1st and 10 on the 10. The clock continues to run. That's everything he needs right now.
And that's all about just making sure you make the right read. He did just that right there. So here we go. 1st and 10. And he's going to hit him with the reverse play, and a good job by the defense in plugging it up a notch. And that'll bring it now to a 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Yeah, it harkens back to earlier where I didn't mind that B-Boy was calling plays in this exact situation that didn't gain a lot of yards because it'll bleed the clock. Earlier in the first half, it caused Hida to take a timeout. Now Hida's playing a little bit coy with those timeouts because he wants to save them for his drive. But I don't hate that play either way.
2nd down and 9 coming up.
Tick, tick, tick.
He's got Wesco out there in the slot. He could have gave it to Wesco, and he just decides to throw it the other way. And what a play indeed for another Clemson touchdown.
He's a bad, bad man, Phil Maffa. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Phil Maffa is catching passes out the backfield.
And here we go. So he's going to go for the extra point here and play it safe, and that'll definitely work for him. But Phil Maffa has been the key here in this game for Clemson.
He's got to have a fan group that calls themselves the Phil Mafia, right?
you got to think so. With a last name like that, you got to think so. But,
yeah.
So 1st and 10. This for the marbles.
All right, here it is.
This for the marbles.
It's for all the marbles. Filthy called it out in chat. Hida got time. Doc called it out. DJ Legacy drive right there. But hey, don't count out the boy Hard Hida just yet. 38 seconds, 3 timeouts. That is way too much time to get in field goal range.
So here we go. 1st and 10. DJ's got to hurry up and hike it out. There it is. He'll roll out to the right side. He's got some greenery. Will end up taking off and gets the 1st down as he steps out of bounds with 32 seconds left. Again, an eternity here in college football.
Yes. Getting out of bounds helps. The 1st down helped as well. And he just has to kick it. Now, granted, the field goal will not be easy.
You got to watch Malik Benson. And he didn't watch him. Oh, Malik Benson was open, but he throws it still. He does get the 1st, but Malik Benson was wide open on this play. Look at the in route, the deep end. He's wide open. He's by the paw, and he didn't find him. Yeah, it was crazy. Malik Benson, your speedster. You got to get it to your playmakers here with 22 seconds left. 1st and 10 coming up.
Maybe he saw the ref and thought that was a defender.
And that was a wild pass, and he'll get the completion. He did not step over the line, obviously, and it's a timeout called at the 19-yard line. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. That was a dot on the run.
Wow.
Step it up. He heard me. Step up in the pocket, son, and deliver dots downfield.
And he did just that, and that puts him in a good position here now as he tried to run to the proper hash mark in order to kick this field goal, as we got 4 seconds left, and it looks like a timeout is going to happen with exactly a second remaining. Wow.
That's too ballsy for me. It's going to take more than 1 second for the kick play to happen. Like, brother, don't take it that close. Just take the timeout with like 2 or 3.
Now, let's not forget he's playing in Clemson, so it is not going to be a gimme.
And he's going to get iced right here. So listen, this is about as, like, if you'd asked me at the beginning of this drive what's the perfect field goal situation for him to be in, it'd be something close to this. But
so here we go, and he's gonna kick it straight up the middle, and Florida State is able to sneak by and get a big win here today. 31-28, Jdog. What a finish.
What a finish indeed. B-Boy will be beside himself for the collapse of the secondary and the defense to end this game, but DJ clearly earned his position with the player of the game. Didn't sweat it at all. Had ice-cold blood running through his veins as he led the team down with 38 seconds left. What do we say? 38 seconds is like an eternity in college football.
An
it ain't
eternity.
nothing.
Yes. Absolute eternity in this game, man, and it's 31-28, the final count in this game, man. That was a banger of a finish, folks. That was a banger of a finish, man. That was a great, hey, look, once again, Jdog, excellent game today, excellent game this week. This was phenomenal. A great game, great call, no blowouts, no nose wipe seasons, just an excellent game across the board once again.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled that we got this. This is everything that we could have hoped for, everything we expected. The gameplay was amazing. A very tight ACC battle here. Conference rivals, and what more can you possibly ask for from the game, right? Big shout out to Hard Hitter and B-Boy for an amazing game. Seriously, like, what a great one. I know we're still early in having the great Snypz calling games for us, but this was a great one to have in week 2.
Indeed. No doubt about it, man. And I'm definitely looking forward. As you guys already know, we are going to be here every single week on Wednesday nights at roughly around 10:15 p.m. I know it says 10 up there, but typically we're going to be doing 10:15. Unless I can do a 10. But nonetheless, we are here every single Wednesday night, and then obviously we will have a six game playoff coverage here on Snypz TV Gaming as well. So again, gonna be a lot of fun, everybody. And man, I'm looking forward to the next one, bro. Definitely looking forward to the next one next week.
Absolutely. Well, and again, for those of you that somehow missed it because you're living on a rock, or under a rock, I'm sorry. Geckos live on rocks, and you know what? The gecko has a cell phone, so you should be able to get these things. We're gonna have Snypz for the rest of the season, in addition to some playoff games. We're super thrilled for that, and again, great turnout tonight. Really appreciate everybody. I'm gonna forget everyone's name, so thank you for coming out here. Obviously, the game delivered. I said it last week. I'll say it again. Thank you so much, Snypz, for lending your vocal talent as well as your platform for our league. We're super grateful for that, and 2 weeks into this, and I felt excited after last week for this week, and I feel excited right now for next week.
Indeed. So again, big shout out to everybody here in the chat, man, that came through to rock with us with a banger of a ball game, no doubt about it. Big shout out to Jdog gifting out quite a few subs today. Greatly appreciate you. Big shout out to all the followers that came through in the past hours and some change. Thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. And with that being said, it is your boy Snypz, and for my guy Jdog, we are going to get on out of here. Take care, be blessed, fellas, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. We are out, y'all. Slide, folks.